With me now in New York is April Woodard. She's a senior correspondent for Inside Edition. Also in New York, Julie Menin, who's a political commentator. April, Julie, I want to begin with this brand new CBS New York Times poll asking people how they felt about Michelle Obama. 49% view her favorably, only 5% view her unfavorably, 44% undecided. That is higher than any first lady going back nearly 30 years, way back to Nancy Reagan. April, are you shocked that Michelle Obama has already become so popular, and does this alone make her the coolest first lady ever?
She definitely gets cool points from me, but I'm surprised that it happened so quickly, because you can't forget that not too long ago people were trying to make her out to be this angry woman, but truth prevailed and people realized that she's warm and you can come up to her and just talk to her. I had a chance to interview her not too long ago. The other thing, she's Ivy School educated woman, but from humble beginnings, so people feel like they can relate to her.
Julie, are you surprised that it did happen so fast, because she's only been there a month?
You know, I'm not surprised. We have to remember that for the past 20 years, we've had two families in the White House, the Bushes and the Clintons. So this is really a breath of fresh air. And I think she relates to women all across the country, to working women because she had a high-powered career as a health care executive, to stay-at-home moms because she's saying she's going to stay at home and be a mom-in-chief. And she's absolutely relatable, and people really like that about her.
Well, she is relatable. She seems like a real person, and I think people really, really appreciate that. I know I do. And part of her cool factor is her style. She reveals in the new People magazine that she doesn't consider herself a fashionista, but Showbiz Tonight can tell you the First Lady is setting style trends left and right. Now it's the sleeveless look. April, is this just another reason Michelle is so cool that women everywhere want to dress like her?
It is. It really is. And, you know, I'm going to be picking up my curls tonight, getting my arms ready, because now you can wear sleeveless in the mid of winter. But she's a trendsetter, and even some people have credited her with all of the people in Hollywood during Oscar night wearing muted tones and white tones. So she's a trendsetter. She's a mom. People love her, and people want to emulate her.
Yeah, really looking up to her. And another really cool thing people love about Michelle is her love for her husband. President Obama says that Stevie Wonder helped him woo Michelle. You've got to hear what Stevie himself said about his role in the Obama's love life. Watch.
President and Mrs. Obama, I am so excited to know that I was a part of... I needn't say no more.
Julie, too much information, or is it kind of cool to be in the front row of a love affair in the White House?
It's not too much information at all. And I have to say, I'm channeling Michelle Obama with my sleeveless dress here. But I think that this is great. I think that with the economy faltering and people really going through troubles all across the country, they want to see this happening in the White House, a happy couple who really loves each other and who are real, who are willing to admit not everything is perfect, but they do have a strong marriage. And I think it's terrific. And it's certainly in contrast to what we saw with the Bushes and the Clintons, and also the fact that the Obamas go out at night. They go out to the theater, they go out to dinner. We didn't see that with the Bush White House, where the Bushes tended to go and stay at home until 9 at night, and I think that's a real change for the better.
Yeah, they spent a lot of quality time together out in public, and Michelle admits, speaking about their marriage, she admits to People magazine that her marriage has its ups and downs just like everybody else's. She says, quote, "It's not perfect." People can identify with that. April, does that just add to the cool factor here?
It sure does, because you know, they're giving us a recipe for success. They're telling us that they have ups and downs just like you and me and other people who are married. I don't know who doesn't fight, who's in a marriage right now, but also they're telling you, you know, they go out on dates. They spend quality time together. They spend time with their children. So even though these are very difficult times in the economy, from the economy's sake, excuse me, that you still can have a loving relationship. You can still hold together. You still have date night. You still spend time with your kids.
Absolutely. All right, girls, we've heard all the evidence. People love her. She is a fashion icon. She's a wonderful mom. Julie, is Michelle Obama the coolest first lady ever? Quickly.
I think absolutely. I think when you compare her to Laura Bush, librarian, conservative, hands down, when you compare her to Hillary Clinton, who angered a lot of people by saying she wasn't going to stay home and bake cookies, you know, you've really got someone who's a trendsetter, who's a fashion icon, and most of all, who's real and down to earth, and people really seem to love her.